Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Transformers review. But before I start talking about today's featured bots, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here and have not subscribed to Patriot Prime Reviews, please hit that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Now, on to the bots. And the bots I'm taking a look at is a couple that I picked up about 2 weeks ago, but haven't really had a chance to appreciate until right now. And I'm talking about the 35th anniversary classic animation Megatron and Optimus Prime. Now, these are repaints of Siege Optimus Prime and Megatron, but they're done with the 80s cel-shaded look. Now, I really wasn't that interested in getting these guys until I saw Bert the Stormtrooper review both of them, and man, they look fantastic. Alas, I never saw the 35th anniversary display at my local Walmart, and still haven't. So it was just random luck that I got these two. My cousin actually tagged me in a post from one of our local outlet stores. They had a picture of this Megatron along with many other items that they had got in for that day, and I saw he had an $18 price tag on him, so hell yeah, I ran up to see if I could get him. So once I arrived and found Megatron, Optimus Prime was right behind him. So I walked up to the counter and I was like, hey, will you take 30 for both of these figures? And they agreed, and I am so happy to have these two in my collection because, like I said, that 35th anniversary display never showed at my Walmart and probably never will. Now, first off, let's take a look at the packaging. We'll start with Megatron here. You have Megatron in robot mode here on the front, War for Cybertron Siege on the bottom. The side, 35th anniversary. The back, Megatron in robot mode, tank mode, and on the side is a really cool picture of Megatron, which is a little bit different than Optimus Prime's box. Where Prime, you have Prime in robot mode, 35th anniversary on the side. The back is Optimus Prime, robot mode, vehicle mode, and the side of his box has the Siege artwork, where the side of Megatron is Megatron. So don't know why that is. And another funny thing I noticed, Megatron is multilingual. See, you've got classic animation, function Decepticon leader in a couple different languages, where Optimus Prime says, screw it, you learn English.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
See what I mean? Classic animation, classic animation, classic animation, function Autobot leader, function Autobot leader, function Autobot leader. So all English for Optimus Prime, multi-languages for Megatron. So enough of talking about these figures in the box. Let's go ahead and get them cracked open and see if they've been worth the wait. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. These two straight out of the packaging are absolutely stunning. They look like they stepped right out of the 1980s television show. You know, I wasn't a big fan of the cel-shaded look when it first came out, but thanks to Toy Hacks and their inclusion of cel shading with all their window decals, I've really become a fan. And I must say, I really like the looks of these two, especially Optimus Prime. He really pops. Now let's take a look at Megatron first. Now, just to let you guys know, this is going to be more of a comparison than actual review because these figures are repaints of existing figures, the Siege Megatron and Siege Optimus Prime figure, and I'm going to link my individual reviews for those bots at the end of this video. Now, taking a look at Megatron, he is more white or a very light gray than the Siege version. I love these cel-shaded designs on him. This looks so cool. And on the side, he's got the shadows. Even on the weapon, he's got cel-shaded here on his fusion cannon. Not much to the sword. The sword is kind of blah to me. They could have done something else to that. So that's about the only thing on this Megatron I don't like. Head sculpt looks really good. I love how he has shaded section here on that side of the helmet opposed to this. From the side, it just looks really, really cool. He's got great looking red eyes. I do wish the face was a different color to really make him stand out more, but it works for what it is. He's got a little cell shading slash right there. Nice Decepticon logo. Collaring here on his torso. I like the red on the side of the torso, just like the original cartoon. Cell shaded here on the waist. Down here on the legs. Now, one thing I have noticed with this Megatron, the Megatron mold has always had this issue with the ankle, especially the right leg. They did not fix it with this figure, but he's got this odd clicking ankle here for the ankle tilt that you really have to squeeze to get back in place. Yet this ankle has no locking mechanism. It's just a very, very tight joint. So I don't know why they didn't do that to both sides, but it is what it is. Back of the figure cleans up really nice. Cell shaded here on the back. Now, let's bring in the original Siege Megatron. Now, keep in mind that my Siege Megatron has been toy hacks, but you can still see some of the differences in the two molds. This Megatron, the original, is a darker gray. He doesn't have the red sides. I had to do toy hacks to get those. Another thing I really like about this cell-shaded version, no battle damage. I hate the battle damage on the Siege figure. The sword on mine looks great, all chromed up thanks to toy hacks. And if you look at the head sculpts, the original Megatron does have a different color face than the rest of the body, opposed to the 35th anniversary version. But other than that, I mean, that's really cool. It's night and day. I really love the looks of this guy. Now, for extra added comparisons using the same mold, here is the Hasbro Selects Combat Hero Megatron. So another Megatron mold with a completely different paint application and head sculpt. And I think these three really look good together. So that's pretty much it for Megatron. Now let's take a look at Optimus Prime. Out of the two figures, Optimus Prime is probably my favorite. He absolutely pops in these cell-shaded collars. I mean, check that out. I love that. Bright red, you got the blue windows, and the face sculpt. I mean, just holding it in my hand, it looks like a cartoon. It looks like I am holding a cartoon. I love this. He's got cell shading here on his battle axe, on both sides, actually. Now, I agree with Bert the Stormtrooper. I think if they were going to do animation true collaring, they should have collared these blades orange like they were in the cartoon. He even has cell shading, and that's a hard word to say, two hard words to say together, cell shading here on his blaster rifle, which looks really, really good. Down here on the waist, he has the gray strip, nice details there on the grill, the yellow lights, just like the cartoon, and the blue crotch piece with some cell shading as well. Legs look great, detailing there on the shin flaps, and I love the fact they added the lights in his toes. Now let's bring out the regular Siege version. Once again, he has been upgraded with toy hacks, but you can see the differences. Let me go ahead and pop these off so I can show you the smokestacks. The smokestacks on both these figures look to be the same shade of silver, so not much change there. There is a brighter red with the 35th anniversary Optimus Prime. Both Optimus Primes have the yellow lights here on top. Now, if you remember, the Siege Optimus Prime, the original, these were transparent blue, where this one has the nice cell-shaded look. Optimus here, 35th anniversary, has gray striping at the torso. The regular version has white. I love the different color yellow on the waist. And if you look here on the legs, though mine is chrome stickered, the legs on the original were a dark gray, where this Optimus Prime has the white legs with light blue cell shading. So yeah, I really like the looks of this Optimus Prime. I think both of these figures look great. So that's pretty much it for the robot modes. Let's take a look at vehicle mode. Now for vehicle mode, we'll start once again with Megatron, and in my opinion, the cel-shaded look for Megatron's tank mode doesn't really work. I think the tank is very plain looking. I mean, you've got the little details right there in the front, some red that breaks up there in the middle, and cel-shaded darker gray on the back, but it just doesn't pop like robot mode. Granted, if he turned into a pistol like G1, maybe it would have worked a little bit better. But if you compare him to the regular Siege version, I mean, damn, the tank, Siege tank, is just awesome. Even though mine has the Toy Hacks labels on it, the different colors, the darker gray, and I hate to admit it, the battle damage really makes the regular Siege tank pop. Now, once again, we'll compare regular Siege Megatron, Classics Animation Siege Megatron, and bring in the Generations Selects Megatron. Once again, I think this is a better tank, much better paint applications, and I love the red that's inside the barrel there. So, yeah, tank mode's a pass for the 35th anniversary figure, but I'm not going to be posing him on my shelf in tank mode. Now let's move on to Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime in vehicle mode looks just as good as he did in robot mode. The cel shading just really pops, especially on all these windows. Granted, his Cybertronian truck cab has way too many windows for my liking. I mean, those could do not being windows. I love the extra paint applications there in the lights. Really makes those look good. Back of the vehicle, or excuse me, side of the vehicle looks good. You got extra paint details here, really showing that cel-shaded look. And as I showed in robot mode, I love the fact they added the tail lights with the robot toes. Vehicle mode looks great. I wish they carried the window paint all the way over, because those are supposed to be windows as well. Now we'll compare this Optimus Prime with the regular Siege version. Of course, mine is Toy Hacks. See how much better that looks with more windows. Now right here, the tires or the wheels, they really could have gave the 35th anniversary Optimus Prime some rims instead of that solid black. Now here on the front, you'll see how these were replaced. The Toy Hacks decals made those lights instead of extra windows, which really looks nice. The white really contrasts against the gray. The different colors right here. I think it looks really good. I do like the gray here on the gas can opposed to the white there. But as I said with Megatron, this Optimus Prime is not going to be displayed in truck mode. Transformers War for Cybertron Siege 35th Anniversary Optimus Prime and Megatron are two fantastic looking figures. I am so glad to have these two in my collection. I was originally going to write them off, but having them in hand, they look so much better than the pictures we've seen on the internet. And if you're going to get one, you're going to have to get the other, because they look great together. And as I said before, they look like they just stepped out of the 80s television show. So guys, there you have it. War for Cybertron Siege 35th Anniversary Classic Animation, Optimus Prime and Megatron. So, does the 35th Anniversary Classic Animation Siege Optimus Prime or Megatron belong in your collection? Well, that depends. Are you a Optimus Prime fan? Are you a Megatron fan? Do you like the classic animation? Then yeah, go for it. But then again, how much are you willing to double or triple dip into figures in the Siege line? Granted, this line has been nothing but repaints, Seekers, for the last few waves. And these guys are $30 a pop. Now granted, I got a great deal on mine. It was more or less buy one, get one free. So I can't complain for the price that I paid for them. But for you guys, it may be a little different. If you're going to drop $30 on one, I would go with Optimus Prime. He is the better looking of the two, much more colorful, and really pops on the shelf. Then again, if you buy Megatron, they look really, really good together. So I believe these two are for the hardcore collectors or G1 enthusiasts only. Now guys, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my videos. Welcome to 2020. I believe these two figures are the last purchases I'm probably going to do with the newer line for a while, unless I luck out and happen to find something I haven't seen yet. Earthrise, as far as Amazon's concerned, doesn't hit until March, so that'll give me time to revisit some of my Generation 1 Transformers I have yet to put in front of this camera. Guys, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. This is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!